Routine blood work and hormone optimization would keep all these 40-year-old men from looking like blobs and 40-year-old women sexually active with their husbands. Agree, as long as people act on it.
Yeah, I think that the way that primary care physicians, I literally pay, Zuby, in America, I pay $3,000 a month for health insurance for my family. And then I pay $2,000 a month for a concierge doctor that actually helps me stay healthy.
Wow.
So I have the medical system that is designed to fix me when I'm broken and not really look at the root causes, but just put me on medicine that's big pharma is going to make a lot of money on. And then I have my actual doctor who's going to look at my body and say, hey, these are some things we should start planning for. And these are some things that if they're out of whack, your life is not going to be great. But you talk to a primary care physician in the United States, and they are very against, they totally disagree with number 4. I posted a month earlier. I was like, hey, if you're not doing at least biannual or annual blood work and getting a full lipid panel, full hormone panel as a man, you are messing up, especially if you have people who depend on you. I had a PCP all over me, a primary care physician right there on Twitter, just all over me saying, this is totally ridiculous. You have to look at the symptoms. There's no reason to do this preventative stuff unless you have the symptoms. In the DM, Zuby, he told me that he hadn't done blood work in over 5 years. This is a doctor. This is a doctor who has no idea where his testosterone is, where his estrogen is, where his lipid panels are, which heart disease is the number 1 killer in men by 10. Mm-hmm. And it's very evident by blood work how at risk you are. But nobody's doing it. It's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy to live with hormones that are totally out of whack. You can't build muscle. You're super moody. You get stressed. You can't sleep. You can't recover. It's absurd that there's 40, 50-year-old very wealthy men who have the means to do this and have no idea where they are.
I can understand people being ignorant about this, as they are with most things as it pertains to health, but I'm surprised that this would be controversial. Yeah,
the doctors get angry. If you go to your PCP, your primary care physician in America, and say, hey, I want to know where my testosterone is, they'll say, do you have erectile dysfunction? And if you say, well, no, I still have sex a couple times a month or once a week, whatever, they'll be like, oh, no, we're not testing that. Insurance won't cover it. We don't want to know. You don't have symptoms. And you're like, well, look, I'm fat. Like, I don't feel good. I can't work out. Like, I got man boobs. The doctor will say, oh, no, you're good.
Wow. Do you know what I think is part of the problem there? Is I think the general population in the USA is so unhealthy now that what is considered quote unquote normal is actually unhealthy. Like the average man is overweight or obese, has some type of metabolic syndrome, has some type of chronic illness probably if they're over the age of 40. And that's just kind of considered normal now, in the same way it's considered normal for a woman to be like 200 pounds plus. It's so common. There's so many millions of people like that now that it doesn't really raise an eyebrow. And people are just like, oh, well, I see this every day, so it must be normal.
And to be fair, the doctors don't have time to address it. Like, let's be real. They have 15-minute appointments every day, all day. They don't have time to actually go deep and help these people. But yeah, like a family member, 60-year-old male, went in and had an 1,800 on his calcium score in his heart, meaning like a ton of calcium and plaque in his heart. The doctor said, oh, yeah, we did the analysis. There's no blockages. Come back in 3 years for another scan.
That's crazy.
Like in 5 years, you're going to need a stent. And in 10 years, you're going to need a bypass. If you just take that approach. But that's what they do because they see so many people now, so many people with severe heart disease.